96 in reverse.
It is 96 in reverse, and you can have the worst of my drink, and we can switch places. Now we are in reverse.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time again. It is that 96 and reverse time with my co-hosts here. So many of us. Hey, Cedric.
Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Nate.
Hey.
How's everybody doing today?
All right, over here in the
Great.
corner of Orlando.
Jesus, is it cold anywhere? It's really hot today in Atlanta.
It's hot.
It's
It is.
beautiful here in Orlando. I spent
It's
most of my
cool.
time outside today.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
It's 83 up here in New York City. That's hot.
We are
Mm.
everywhere. We're in every single corner.
Just the East Coast.
Just the
Yeah.
East
I know.
Coast, every
We
single
need
corner.
gotta bring in a West Coast person.
Listen, to me, we are every single corner.
We're on every
Fair
single
enough.
corner of the East Coast. We are covered in the North, Mid, and the South.
Yes, we
Okay?
got some fans in Saudi Arabia, so
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
we
that's nice.
do.
yes.
Yes, we do.
Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Please leave your comments, things that we can improve on, and what you would like to see or hear from us. We are eager to learn and hear what you got to give. I really appreciate you listening.
Yeah, and our what is our podcast name, Nate, on Instagram? I
On
keep
Instagram,
forgetting.
it's 96 in reverse dot the podcast. You guys can
Okay, and
message directly and you'll reach me, or you can also send in at team at 96inreverse.com.
now we just added a new one on TikTok, right?
Yes, we also have a TikTok now, which
Yay.
is at 96 in reverse.
Okay, perfect. So now you know all our social medias. Please subscribe and press that button and do all the stuff you like to do. And leave some comments. We want to hear about you guys. What do you guys think about our episodes? Do you guys like them? Is there a topic? I was thinking about a topic to bring to the team where we need to get the viewers involved. Like things that you would like to say to your ex, but they need to write it down. So like a message to them that comes out from us. So for blah 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 blah, I hated you because you did this. So I thought about it.
Damn.
I was like, damn, that's like the best way to get somebody back. I'm like,
Put our exes on blast.
yes. Like, so if the viewers like, please go to this episode, at the bottom, go ahead and write your comments, whatever you guys want us to say, and we'll say it in, it will be 5 episodes down, but we'll say it in a couple of episodes. But what is our topic for today, y'all?
My first orgasm and what's your orgasm style?
Ooh.
Yep.
For a second earlier, I said, I've never had an orgasm.
And I was
Yeah, I was
about
gonna
to
say,
say,
what-
how did you have a
I was gonna
child?
say, what's this about orgasms, Pete? You've never had one before?
I just think that how females have orgasm, it's very different from how a guy has orgasm. And Cedric can input a little bit more of this because for men, you just basically ejaculate and that's it, right? But when you are a male and you're gay, you have two sections that you can use.
You don't have to be gay to have, those
Yeah.
kind of orgasms.
Okay.
You could
I mean,
Absolutely
yeah.
not. I don't think you have to be gay. Ooh,
We can
Okay.
this
introduce
is a
Love
good
Honey in
one.
here.
He's gonna learn today.
yes, I am.
Yes,
So
yes.
let's go down the rabbit hole.
Or
So,
another hole.
oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Let's not bring Jesus to this.
You
Yeah,
brought
that's
him.
you,
You
that's
brought him. You brought him, and then you want to push him out the door.
I know, right?
Jeez. All right. So what we're gonna talk to? Who's gonna start?
I thought you were going to start. I mean, we're already.
I'm already confused. So what am I
Okay, so
supposed
Peter's
to say?
confused about orgasms
Okay.
and holes.
Right.
Yes.
So, Peter, have you had an orgasm? Do you
I
feel
guess
like you
so.
had an orgasm?
I mean, yeah, I think I have like you're like, it was so good. Is that it?
I'm gonna have to look up
No,
guy
I don't know.
orgasms and hopefully
No,
not find
okay. I
porn.
guess not then.
I mean, I think an orgasm is wherever your mental state is. Some people just be like, "Oh, I'm doing it just to do it. Oh, I got my nut. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." And then some people are just like, "I got an orgasm. Bam! It's hallelujah." Like
That's mine.
I see stars and the earth stops. And some
Yeah.
people, when they have orgasms, I've seen some people that have orgasms and they shake
Uh-huh.
hysterically, like, I'm like, whoa. And you be like, "Are you okay? Did you breathe?"
Some people go full
I have
caveman
people that
mode. They
have
Did
go
you
ooga
breathe?
booga
orgasms.
and
I
grunting and sounds.
I have I've heard men that had low, deep talking voices, like, deep down baritone voices. And
Have
when
you
they
had
had their
people who
orgasm,
narrate while they're orgasm, like they're
yes,
giving you the play-by-play?
I heard people go from octaves, the low octaves to a
Oh,
high octave
wow.
Wow.
orgasming. It's crazy. It's like, whoa, it was that good. So I think it's different levels. I think it's a connection thing. It's always a good,
Hmm.
we have a good connection, a sexual connection with somebody. The orgasms are going to be pretty good. So how do you feel that your orgasm, like was it like, did you get goosebumps, Peter?
I thought I don't know. I felt like you just ejaculate and you're like, ah, that was so good. You
Do
just
you feel
relax.
relaxed? Okay.
Yes, just relax
Well,
and
then
just
Sleep.
that was an
lay there,
orgasm.
and I just fall asleep like that. Boom,
Yeah,
that's
That
it.
yeah,
that
it's
is
an
an
orgasm.
orgasm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
cool.
one.
All your
Yeah,
energy
sometimes.
is gone.
Because
Hmm.
okay, so let me say this, right? When when you have sex and you do it like for a guy, you do it like the doggy style, right? And you're going at it and you're going at it and you're going at it, and the girl's like, keep going, 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 and go faster, go faster, go faster. You're like, I'm fucking tired now. Like
Yeah.
you're enjoying yourself, but I'm here like a
Uh,
freaking dog working it out. And then
uh,
they'll be like, ah, that's it. And they're done. And then you're like, uh,
I see. Okay.
Has
Yeah.
happened to you?
yeah, with my first girlfriend. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, I'm
Ah,
super tired, but I'm not tired of coming. I'm tired of, you know,
just doing the
Tired.
work.
working you out.
Oh, okay. So, do you prefer like a variety of different positions, or do you need to take a break or something?
Yeah, so
Or
let's switch that shit up. I mean,
okay.
I was gonna say something, but I was like, no, let me keep my personal life out of this. But yeah, okay, let me say it like this. Me and Michelle switch it up a lot, right?
Okay,
So
there you
that's
go.
good. I enjoy the fuck out of it.
Uh-huh.
But like that first girl, uh,
Well, I think I noticed that when I was younger, and also I don't know if it's generally for a lot of people, but being more inexperienced when I was younger, you kind of like don't know what to do. And then I think
Hmm.
that now that I'm older and I've gotten better communication skills, like you don't feel weird about asking for what you want or telling people, "Hey, this is not working out. Let's try something else." Like let's,
yeah,
cuz we need to both get ours and I don't want to go and do this for like however like 30, 45 minutes and then it's
yep.
like I'm bored, you know.
I will say
Or
this.
I've
What?
gotten bored. Not a customer. I had a
Custom. Whoa, hello.
a
Whoa, you had a customer,
I was thinking
sir.
about work
customer.
earlier. No, I wish I had
Damn.
customers. That'd be Oh, there's that meme that
She
says not
wished
for
she had
free.
customer.
Yeah, well,
Damn.
look, I was thinking about what Sage said the other day. His
Look
friend
at
says
Sage.
not for free, and they were talking about like feet pictures and stuff, and they're like, the joke is not for free. Whatever you do, not for free. But
Interesting.
yes,
Interesting.
look, it goes back to that conversation. I'm like, what would it be like if I was paid for something that is generally done in exchange for love and that's free, But now you know what the fuck I was talking about. But anyways, I had an ex, and he was very boring with sex, and
Mm.
that kind of caused me to that was what I had other reasons for him to be my ex, but one of the
Mm.
reasons, like, okay, he's boring the fuck out of me. I'm just gonna move on to find more exciting
Mm.
people. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the next one
Makes
was way
sense.
too exciting. So
Do
Who
I
was
want
that?
to know?
No, that was the one who was so excited that they needed to share that excitement with other people. So,
Ah,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yep.
But yeah, I was looking it up. There
A
are
little
different types
slow.
of
I am a little
orgasms.
slow and I'm a little high. But we're gonna move on to with the next comment. I mean the next conversation. Now what was
Okay.
happening? Something about orgasms?
There are different types according to
Yes.
what I found online. So there's like Pete was thinking like the ejaculation one. So then
Mm-hmm.
there are orgasms where you don't have to ejaculate, obviously, and then
No.
Yep.
or there are I don't know what to call them, but like I think it's when they blend, like when you're having one already and the other one happens, so it's like a multiplier, and
It's
you're
a
like, oh my
wave.
gosh,
It's a
yes.
wave.
So like let's say you have like the ejaculating one and the non-ejaculating one, and then I see what else they got the prostate orgasm. I can't speak today. And full body
Yeah.
orgasms, which I think you were talking about. So have you had that, Cedric, where you have like prostate and the ejaculating and like whole body like just
Woo!
taken over, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna
By that
bring
answer, I
I
would
was
say
gonna bring the
yes.
higher
Yes.
power in. I was gonna bring, but I can't do that. That's the sin. Anyways, um, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and it's just it's it's the connection, it's the person, it's
The
it's it's
position.
it's the position, it's the size, it's
Sensations,
everything.
everything.
But
Yeah.
it's mainly the connection that I have with that person, and if I accept them in
Mhm.
to where the ocean flows, and so that connection happens, and if he receives and sends the same signal back, then it's going to be explosive. Everything's going to be beautiful.
It's such a romantic way of thinking about it. For me, it
Hmm.
has to be like, uh, it's like I'm such a hopeless romantic, but when it comes to sex, it's like a different story.
Hmm.
Almost, it's almost like I'm scratching an itch, which sounds very unromantic. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Understood. Understood.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm just in the mood. I gotta go and get this
Here, bam, bam,
off.
bam,
And
bam, bam, bam. Ow.
mhm, yep. And then I don't know if anyone's ever talked about this, but like they talk about guys getting blue balls. I think,
Oh,
ladies
we
can get
do.
blue balls. It's very frustrating and it makes you
Mm.
angry. Yeah, because you
Yep.
can literally
Oh.
feel it in your guts. You feel it down there and you're like, like it's like this pressure. So
Mm.
yeah, like let's say you're
For,
doing it and then that person like came already or they got there and then you
mhm.
didn't, you were this close. Oh man, that's like the most frustrating thing. Like it literally hurts.
I
Oh.
mean that was
For
exactly
me,
what
it
I was
hurts
talking
in.
about. Sorry, Nate. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna mention. For me, it hurts in the ovaries in
That's
Mm.
what I was gonna
particular.
say. It feels like the ovaries, like your ovaries are
Like
hurting.
that area just hurts so
It's,
bad.
it's like someone punched you in the front kidneys or something. Like
Yeah. Okay, I'm
Mm.
glad
so
I'm not the only one who experiences it.
oh no, I think that's something like people like ladies, like people who have ovaries don't talk about, but that's definitely a real thing. You can get
Okay.
blue
Yeah.
ovaries or something, whatever we
I
want to
always
call
called it blue ovaries.
it. Blue ovaries.
Blue ovaries?
Yeah.
Yes,
Instead
I've
of blue
always called
balls,
it that.
you got blue ovaries.
I guess. See,
You
I
can
never
ask my
experienced
partner.
any of that. I never
Okay.
experienced any of that, and and then I might veer off
Even
to the
blue
right.
balls?
No, mm-mm, no. Mm-mm. Um,
What?
I've
Wow.
experienced. My experiences are a little different.
Mhm.
Um, like it depends on who I'm with and what I'm
Yeah.
able to do with them.
Mhm.
Then I have to fix my mind to how I'm going to get off, if that makes any sense. So,
Okay.
for instance, I will say, this person A over here is able to do this, and this on my body in order for me to, you know, ejaculate.
Mhm.
But and then person B over here is only able to do one thing out of the three things the other person can do.
Yeah.
Okay. And then person C um, can't do any of the oral things on
Uh-huh.
me, but just the penetration.
Mhm.
So, okay, I met A, B, and C at different times. Now my mindset had to be constructed to what they're able to do based on our conversation. So if I get with person C, my my ejaculation or my what we call it again? Oh, I'm blanking out.
Orgasm?
My orgasm. Thank you,
No
listeners. I'm
problem.
so sorry. My orgasm um would be from him fucking me.
Okay, so it's definitely like related to the connection that you have with the person then.
Correct. It's so weird. It's different, but
Yeah, it is.
there's now I
It's really cool.
have a ultimate like um
Is there a go-to process if you just need to, you know, like get an orgasm real quick? Like what are the steps? I guess. Well, you don't
is
have
Okay.
there
to
a
detail.
go-to process
Yeah,
like if I say, okay, Cedric, you need
like
to
touch here.
Yeah, like I know you said like for example, you said a while back you were like, um, he's super excited, y'all. Just
It's
to
like
let you
touch
guys know.
left nipple,
So
grab right
yeah,
butt. Like
yeah. So that's exactly what I was gonna say. So I know you said that a couple episodes ago, that you said that your nipples are very sensitive to you.
yes.
And for example, so if somebody's having sex with you and
Yes.
they go ahead and touch your left nipple and grab your ass, I don't know, turn you around if they're strong enough,
Mhm.
is that is does that turn you on, or is there like, you're clapping, you're going faster and faster and faster, and then they grab you and they give you a thrust and they're like, and they like turn on top of you? Does that like make you come easier, or like I don't know how that works for you? Does that
Well,
make sense?
it does make sense. I will say, um,
I gave it like 50 Shades of Grey, Josh, just to let you
you
guys know.
did. You
Yeah.
did. But I would say that when, yes, my nipples are the most sensitive thing on my body. I cannot believe I'm saying this on the podcast, but they are, and I like them, whatever,
Perky.
touched, or whatever the
Okay.
case may be. That's my thing.
Mm.
And so if anybody was to touch, kiss, whatever, I'm like,
Yeah.
What
Deuces.
does that mean?
It
that
means
means we're
deuces.
good.
This
We're
is like
good.
the yeah, it's
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So just for the
Lift
viewers
off.
to understand what he did, he put two thumbs. Wait, no. What is that called?
what you
Peace
mean that can't they
signs.
Two
see on
peace
the
signs.
oh,
I
They
thought we were
can
Because
live.
yeah, we're live, but just in case for the people who listen still on
that's
Spotify
true.
and Apple Music,
Audio
they don't know
distortion.
what it is.
Yes.
So he put two thumbs up,
Yes.
and there's a lot of movement that Cedric does with his hands. So visually, you guys can't see it. So I try to talk it out for you guys to understand.
I understand. I talk with my hands a lot, so
Yeah.
yep.
So I
But
try to
yeah,
think
everybody.
of those people who are not.
I just think, it depends on the connection and everything, what you're able to do. I'm flippity flop. I will still get mine when I need to get mine by myself, and I
Mhm.
whatever. Um, I
No,
I
whatever,
think
whatever. You need to say it. This is 96 in reverse, bitch.
I
Just
just
say it.
said it. When I'm by
You said
myself
that.
and I need to pull out my videos and do what I need to do, I do.
Mhm.
Everybody masturbates to something, so
Yes. We call it
it's
yoga
natural,
at
it's
my house.
normal. Yeah. And so, yeah, I've been in all kinds of situations. I've been in great relationships where they I didn't have to look at videos because they did everything, or I did have to look at videos. I had to wait for them to leave and go to work or something and do what I wanted to do, um, or a person say, "Oh, I'm every now and again I can do that." So had to be fixated with, okay, just if he do it, great, you won. If he doesn't,
Hmm.
you already knew it wasn't coming. So it's a light switch. It is literally a light switch when you definitely know who you're dealing with.
Makes sense. Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
Especially when you're not in a committed relationship, when you're just hooking up and connecting with people. It is a if you are okay with it and he's okay with it, and what he can, and you may ask what you like to do and what you don't like to do, and then if y'all still are attracted after all of that, and there's things that he don't do that you want, that means that you're okay that he can't do what you want because you still want to connect. So
Mhm.
you have to
Has
shut
there,
that part of your brain down, that part of the pleasure of your brain down, and just say, I'm not receiving this. So let's find other ways to get an orgasm.
I say this. Let me ask this: have any of you guys had? Let me see how I say it, because I know Cedric has had multiple relationships. Michelle has had multiple, and Nate too.
Peter,
Yeah.
Peter,
It's like
Yes.
Peter hasn't had multiple relationships.
Peter, tell him my business. Can I tell my own business?
No, what I'm saying is
Let's
like you
see. Let's
like what I'm
report
saying is
Peter.
what I'm
Go on.
saying is I believe that you guys have had more relationship than me at some
Oh,
point.
you're saying we have more
And still
sexual
add to
experience
it.
than
Yes, I have a high
relationships?
body count. Damn.
Okay. Well, I
My
mean, well,
body count isn't that high.
my body
Jeez.
count's like 4.
I'm just saying. So
I
this
ain't
By
telling
this is
no
y'all
my
means
my
am I
question.
number.
experienced. I have
I
not
just
sampled
I'm
all
haven't.
of the buffet yet. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying. I'm saying this. My question is the following: have you had a relationship with somebody where you're like, every time I'm going to have sex with this person is going to be mind explosion?
Me.
I
Wait,
don't think about it like that. But
every time you have sex with this person is going to be mind exploding?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely. I have
it has
some
to be that way.
people in my life that if they ever came back up, I know it is going to be the bomb diggity dog.
I was gonna say that's why I left one of my exes because it wasn't mind exploding sex.
Oh,
Look, when you get
Yeah.
to the point where
What?
you are,
So
look, if you have a watch, if you're getting to the point you're just like, okay, like, all right, time to go.
see, look, girl,
You gonna
see,
I
wrap
would have
this
told
up?
him.
Hmm.
I would have told him a long time ago. How long were you with him?
Under 2 years, so about a year and 11 months. Yeah. But I
Hmm.
was, like, kinda checked out at a year. I just do that
Yeah,
thing where I was giving him more time to kinda fix his shit, and it didn't work out. So I was just like,
yeah.
I,
We
broke up with
always
him.
stay to see if it works and waste our damn
Yeah.
time, don't we?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Anyways.
now I just tell people while we're doing it, I'm like, "Hey, this is not working out. Trying to switch, time to do this. So let's try this other position." Or, "Oh,
Hmm.
looks like you're not in the mood. And let's I'll come back to this. Take a rain check on this right now. Go do
Hmm.
yeah,
some other stuff."
we have done that.
Yeah. Or like, if somebody I don't have a problem. Like if somebody orgasms and I don't get to, I was like, "Okay, time to whip out my vibrator." That's
Mm-hmm.
how I
Hey, hey,
am.
hey, hey,
And
hey!
and some
I
people are
understand.
some people get upset. They'll be like, "Oh,
I
I
didn't do
didn't
the
do enough. I didn't do the
job.
job. I feel so hurt."
Hmm.
I'm like, "Well, shit, you should have done it right the first time or the second
Yeah.
or third time. That's why we have multiple rounds." Like,
I feel so lucky,
yeah, okay.
like in my current relationship,
Mhm.
because my partner, if they see that I whip out my vibrator, they're gonna be like, "I didn't do it right. Let's go again."
Uh,
Until you do, but that's
yes.
never the case. So
You know what's funny? I think that one of the things that I have seen, like when a girl is having sex, like when I've seen porn and a girl's having sex, and she pulls out a vibrator while she's having sex with the dude, I'm like, dude, you're not doing a fucking good ass job. Because the fact that she had to pull a vibrator on you,
No,
no,
No, no,
sometimes
no,
no,
you just
okay,
want
no.
okay,
the stimulation to be happening in different ways at the same
Mm,
time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I might be
I'll
wrong. You see, that's the difference from having different bodies.
yeah, no. So for me, I use a toy every single time.
Mm,
I have
Oh,
to.
okay.
mm,
Have
If I
to.
want to feel amazing,
Oh, okay.
a-
Oh, you mean
and
It's
explosion? We
all
call
or
that
nothing. Like
explosion.
yes,
we want 10
it
out of 10. Got it.
yes. If it's all or nothing, I
Mm.
I always bring out my toy cuz it's like one, I'm in a long distance relationship, so I see my
Mhm.
partner once a month.
Mhm.
Right now it's been
You
2
got to make it
months.
count.
So
Yeah.
you got to make it count. Yeah. You got to
Okay. Uh,
That makes
now
sense.
I have another question. After you have had sex, well, for me, I'm gonna speak directly to me. I usually say, "How was it? 1 through 10. Please give me a number."
That's horrible. What are you doing?
Okay. The reason
That's
why
nasty, Peter.
why
No,
What's your
this is
why
customer
Don't do
satisfaction
that.
rating?
yes.
right. You turn over. How was it, boy? Okay,
Don't do that.
One through 10.
if you don't answer the damn question your damn self, and you can't calculate how many oohs and ahs I did and how many squirms that I did and all of that, if you didn't catch up on all that,
No,
and we at
no,
the end and
no,
I'm about to go to sleep, boy, if you don't leave me alone,
no,
you would
no,
know
no.
the
It's
next time. If I want some ding-a-ling, I'll ask you. You will know.
so so the reason why I ask is because I want to know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That I did good this time, that I do bad this time.
Peter.
Because
He
sometimes
he
Ew.
no, it's good to know. I think there are people
No.
out
that's
there. There are
all
people out
right.
there who ask.
Okay,
Go.
all right. I'll say it this way. It's not a conversation to have right after. Okay?
Mm-mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
mm-mm,
It's something you talk about
mm-mm.
the following day if
Okay.
you want to talk about
Even
it.
yeah, even if it was like y'all took a shower. I mean, 30 minutes later, afterwards, y'all
Okay.
got up, took a shower, washed off, or went in the refrigerator, got something to eat, got back in bed, and was like, baby, how was it? Was it good? Something like that, but not like you come and you turn over and be like, how was it? I'll be like, can I get a minute?
Yeah, no. That's no,
First
don't
of
do
all,
that.
that's the answer right there. Can I get a minute? If I need to take a breath and catch my breath, that speaks itself. If I get up afterwards
Yeah.
and walk in the shower and take a shower,
Uh-huh.
You didn't
that's
do it
when we have
right.
a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a what?
That's when we have a conversation.
Oh, okay.
If I ain't let me lose my breath, if I ain't doing that,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But realistically, Cedric is totally right.
yeah,
Okay.
So,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like,
I
like
for
what Peter
Go ahead.
said. Peter said, "Hey, when I pow pow pow, I turn that head to the side and I go to sleep." Right?
yeah, me
Yes.
too. Me too.
Yes.
I need to
I
be
was
put
wondering about
out
people's
of the
sleep.
way. Yeah, no, I gotta be pushed and like shooed over because I can't move. I'm just
Oh,
Listen,
like,
they're just like,
I'm
you're
gonna ask
immobilized after?
I am going to ask
yeah,
all the
Oh,
questions
wow.
that people do not ask.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna ask all the questions that people do not like
Okay.
because I need to make
go for
sure
it.
that our viewers understand this, right? This is called 96 in
I mean, that's why
reverse.
they're watching and listening to us and not
Yes,
other
yes,
people out there. So, yeah.
yes.
And
True.
So,
are
True.
particularly.
okay, so a part of the counting, what is something else that is like a no, no, no? And I was thinking about it, and it's like, okay, so you said the number. We said no, no, no on the number. How about you just had sex, you had great sex, and then you ask, how was it, babe?
That's
I
Is
mean,
it
still
the
is
the
that
same
same
not the
thing?
thing.
Is
same
it the
thing?
same thing? Is it the same
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah. I've,
Okay, all right.
I'll say personally, like in the question, not to answer that specific one, but similar, I prefer people not to fall asleep like right away unless you're just really fucking tired and we've gone for like 3 rounds or something. But
Hmm.
like to just roll over and just You know, for me, I guess for me, I'm like I want to wind down, and then we can kind of like we're hot, so maybe we don't have to touch each other, but we can just kind of like talk, pillow
Go
talk.
Cedric. Go
I like
Cedric.
pillow talk. Go ahead.
I want to. No, I didn't want you to stop, Michelle.
Oh,
But
okay.
I want to
Yeah.
piggyback off you, girl. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you, so let's do the opposite of, how was it when they turn
Mm.
over and tap you or hug you or hold you and say, "Ooh, that was really good," or "Damn, that was good." Now that
That's
makes you feel
acceptable.
good.
That's good.
Mhm.
That feels good. Right after somebody says, "Oh, damn, that was amazing," and y'all hugged up for a second and talking or just vibing for a second, and then you take a shower
Mm.
afterwards. I think that little session is beautiful. And then maybe
Yes.
you go
Mhm.
get something to eat and smoke and then go to bed or something like that. Whatever.
He always
Um,
includes that smoke.
You know,
Smoking.
it's
that's
almost
my
like
that's my
we could talk about
journey.
it's almost like aftercare, like
It
we
Right.
had this
is.
intense
Yeah.
moment. We gotta wind down. It's kind of like when you work out. You don't just stop working out. You gotta cool down and then,
Yeah.
get your heart rate back to like a good pace and everything, and you can talk and you can bond. Because
Yeah.
I've been in situations where
Mm.
you have sex and then you just roll over, and you're just like, okay, all right, we just going to sleep. I don't know.
I have a
I
friend that I hope I see soon, and I really like this person, and I really wish we could get into a relationship, but um, we don't have the same mindset. But when we get together and we're friends with benefits, I'm an adult, and
Mhm.
I feel safe with him. Not only do I feel safe with him, we have those moments where we do what we do,
Mhm.
and we'll be like, oh, we're hungry, and we'll get up. Oh, I love hanging out with him. Oh, I have memories now, and
is
we'll get up and we'll go wing
Get a
stop or
gas
something,
station.
junk food
Yes.
or something, and then we'll get
Mhm.
some junk food, go back and eat the junk food, go to sleep, wake up, do again, and go back to sleep, and then the next day we go our separate ways or whatever the case may be. But it's so fun. Oh,
Yeah.
I
It's
love it
good
when he
when
used
you
to come
gotta
in
eat
town.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and see those like we it the friendship with the friends with benefits and the connection, the respect, and yes, I'm not in a relationship with this person, but that moment, that time capsule moment that
It's
we've
still
had.
intimacy.
Huh? Yeah.
It's still intimate though, like, you're still sharing
Mm-hmm.
because you could be in a relationship and not have affection and intimacy, it could just be,
mhm.
like, cold,
Correct.
like
Yeah, did. And it's just those moments are so beautiful. I have a picture of us leaving the beach, and I'm just like, ah,
oh,
it was a moment. It's just a moment, and yes, I want him as a relationship. I want him as a boyfriend, but again, that's not where he's at, and
mhm,
I'm okay with that. And so that's a part of my brain or my part of my feelings, however you want to put it, that I had to shut down and enjoy what I had.
yeah,
And
cool.
sometimes you have to look, that might be the larger picture. Maybe this may be a sign to say this person only can be in your life in sections,
That makes sense, yeah.
you know? Um, so there's a lot of things I've accepted because it's just not just easier to accept, but willing to work through the to get to the results that you still want, you know.
Yeah,
So it is what it is.
I
So
totally
wait, did
understand.
everybody answer the question yet or no?
Which one? The last one?
No, the topic we're talking about.
What's
Have
your
you had a
first
great?
orgasm, or what's your
Yeah,
orgasm style?
yeah.
Okay, so we know, what is it? Nate goes like comatose and is
Yes.
immobilized. So, um,
But
let's
that's
see.
only when it's all three. That's
Oh, what
all.
happens like if it's just the regular, not all three? Well, yeah, I know you said you try
Wait,
to go for 10
what is all
out of 10
three?
each time.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean,
Uh
that's totally up to you if you want to. You don't have to talk about your stuff. You can talk about it generically. I guess that's up to you.
Is that like
okay.
sucking and then somebody by your butthole and somebody by your pussy?
Peter,
What? I'm
let Nate
asking you.
tell it, cause
Okay,
That's another topic. That's going to be another topic after this. I got a topic that we're going to talk about after this. Go ahead, Nate.
Go, Nate.
Okay, so clitoral,
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
vaginal, and
Okay.
anal. So it's all
Okay.
three. So when it's all three, I fucking become comatose. I don't know. It just happens.
Oh, okay. Got you.
That
It's
I
the
would
it's the
Listen
say
three.
that,
now.
yeah.
It's the
Definitely.
keys. It's the
Listen. You guys
keyholes.
have to
Mhm.
understand that I need to ask it from a dumb perspective. So,
I don't know, Pete.
You're my
for
big
some
brother,
for
so I can
someone who
bully
was
you.
like, I
huh?
don't know what an orgasm is. I'm like, okay.
Listen, you need to ask. Remember, we have viewers out there that now that we have the viewers from the countries that I
Yeah,
don't
we
want to.
fast tracking them.
Yeah, so there's so one thing. Let me say this: we have had viewers now from countries that are not
The
that
United
Not
States.
they
sexually as
yes,
open
correct,
as
correct.
yeah.
So I need to be more detailed. I want us to be more detailed, specific stuff,
Okay.
because there are ladies. And let's talk about this real quick. There are ladies out there that have never had an orgasm.
I
There's ladies
know.
who do not know what a clitor is, and they have it.
Very true. There are ladies who
Mhm.
have never looked at their own the
Woo-
JJ down there. They have never
Yeah,
looked in the mirror or taken a picture or bent over or looked and then looked themselves in the mirror. I'm like, you gotta look down there. Because
yeah,
number one, hygiene.
yeah.
So
They don't know what a blowjob is. You have to put that dick in your mouth and go at it, right, Cedric?
That's true. That's right.
I feel like that's an optional thing, but okay.
That's
I'm
not
just saying.
really. You gotta. But all right.
Okay, so Michelle and Cedric, you
Requirement
said
must be
yours.
spit roasted.
So Michelle, which one is yours?
Oh, me. What?
Spit roasting?
S-
That sounds fun.
Wait,
I
what
mean,
is
doesn't it
spit
look fun
roasting?
in porn?
Let's okay. What is
Yeah.
spit
Yeah.
roasting? Again, we need to go back into
Okay,
detail.
so
We
you
cannot just be
have you
throwing
ever
those big
seen
Okay,
words.
so
a spit roast pig, like a pig over a fire, or some
Yes.
sort of animal, right? And there's something going in from the mouth, and there's something going in from the back, and then it's over the fire, and it's turning. It's like that,
Oh, okay,
but you
got
just
you.
do that where, you're doing oral, and then you have somebody from behind, and then
Okay.
coming both ways.
I didn't hear pig roasting. I heard spit roasting.
Yeah, it is
That's what
no,
I
called.
it's
Yeah,
heard.
called spit
yeah, it's a
roasting.
spit
Okay,
roast. Yeah,
that's
it's
what.
spit roasting
Okay,
because it's
perfect.
over the spit.
Okay.
Yeah, like a. You ever seen like those old medieval looking, where they're
I know what you're
cooking a
talking about,
pig?
but that just
Yeah, it's like
sounds
that.
stupid. The name sounds stupid to
I know. I
me.
don't know who came up with that. I
Sorry,
did.
Nate.
So,
It just
but
don't
yeah,
sound right
What's
to me.
Okay. So
it's okay.
Nate goes comatose. Cedric, you what was yours?
sometimes.
What was my orgasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, style.
What my orgasm style? Like, how do I
Yeah,
like it to orgasm?
or
Yeah.
if you were to
Or
paint a
how do I
picture of
respond when I
how do you
orgasm?
respond when you orgasm, what does it look like?
It
Whatever
depends
you're
on the
comfortable sharing.
connection. But my 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 best ones are when the girls when they're touched when they're
When the
touched.
nipples. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When the nipples are sensitized.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what you
shuckaduck.
should try?
Ah,
You
This
should try
electric
temperature
thing.
play.
Oh,
temperature.
I was going for electricity, but okay.
Damn, Michelle
Whoa.
and her
Electricity.
coochie electrified.
It's
Coochie
some sort of
electrified. True.
temperature. That was
You
on
want me
Okay,
to
accident.
so
electrify my nipples, and then now
wait,
you
wait,
want me
wait,
to.
wait. We'll come back to that. For me, is again the stars. Uh, it was so
Your
good.
orgasm style is your stars is your
Yes.
customer satisfaction rating?
No, 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 no,
What?
no. I'm saying no,
You
no,
mean your stars?
no. I asked that because of the viewers. No, mine
Oh, you
is
see stars.
yes. I see
Okay.
stars. It's like so relaxing. Like oh my god, it was so fucking good. Like I laid back in the bed and I'm like,
Oh
I
my
need
god.
this heat to come off me now because I'm hot. You
Oh,
know what I'm
so
saying?
And do you
when
snore?
Huh?
Do you snore?
Do I store?
Do you snore afterwards?
No, no, no. I know snow. I stay up.
You stay awake?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you go to sleep afterwards.
No, we just
No,
go for
that's
second
me.
rounds.
Oh,
Oh, you go
woman.
multiple. Now that's another one,
Yeah,
listeners.
multiple
Yeah.
I
rounds.
love multiple rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Give me,
Yep.
give me multiple rounds.
Michelle, which one is yours?
What? Oh, I yeah, I look like I get electrocuted. You know? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a whole body experience, and then well, when I orgasm, yeah, it's but not like a bad way. It's just like it feels like these waves are just pulsing through you, and then you're
Mhm.
just like, yeah.
Mm.
And
So
then
how do
I'm
you? How do you?
also how do I deal with it? Deal with it or
No, no, no. How do you look? Like, how do you? Can you do
ah,
your body respond to it? Like, does it look like? Do you go like?
it's twitching, but it's not like big twitching. It's not like it's not like I'm getting electrocuted twitching. It's just kind of like um let's say if somebody's like doing something between my legs are going to involuntarily clasp around, like clamp down on their head, or something like that, or like yeah, or I'll feel like I want to pull away or something.
Pete's
Oh, I'm
face.
also oh my god, look, I speak from a very general sense. I have always felt my orgasms very intensely, and I'm also multi-orgasmic. So once I start, it just as long as we keep doing whatever we're doing, it's going to continue. I can have
Girl,
a lot of orgasms. So,
get it,
Finally,
girl.
another
Get
person who
it.
can do it.
yeah,
Jeez.
you know.
Mm. So
Yep.
what's the nickname for the
So,
little kitty down there? Yum yum who?
I don't have a name
up.
for it.
He said, "Was the name Yum Yum?"
What yum
Damn.
yum? No, no yum yum.
Yum yum who?
I don't got no name for it.
What's the
Yeah.
name for the kitty down there?
I don't know. I just call it a vajayjay. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
it's just for
vagina. I don't
JJ.
know.
Mine has a
Mm,
name, but
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Cedric
wait,
always
Cedric,
loved to
what's yours?
push. Cedric, you love to push, bitch. you're not
Hmm.
getting.
I'm
You're
fine
not
with that.
getting
I literally
shit.
don't have a name for it.
Not getting shit.
Yeah, I don't even call it the P word. It's for some reason I can't call it the P word.
I call it the P
So
Yeah.
word. I
I
call
can't
mine
call
the
it.
P word.
I would sooner call a
Mhm.
cat that than to call it that. Like even when I refer to it, when we're talking about private parts, I'm like the vajayjay, the vagina or something.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
don't I
One
don't
time
say
I
the
said, Michelle, I need that pussy. And she
Oh,
looked at me. she, looked,
just I can just
she
I
looked
was
at me like, what did you called it? I
Michelle,
said,
no. Mm-mm. You know what really happened to Michelle Pants? Them legs clasped down a little bit. She was like, ooh.
I have almost killed, some people yeah,
Oh,
with them legs. so
I mean,
yes.
I've heard
can't,
you can.
can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Never
Really?
mind. Pete would definitely know.
Peter, I'm not even bringing personal. Like Peter, you're validating all of it.
That's too funny.
Yeah, I
So, for
mean,
our listeners, Peter and
yeah.
I are brother and sister. Michelle is my sister in law. I
Um,
am traumatized.
Peter, stop confirming things.
okay.
Yes,
I mean, I'll tell you the truth. Sex is done by
It's
everybody in the
natural.
world.
Yeah.
Sex and sex.
Everybody does
Yes.
it.
Yep.
Everybody does it a different way.
I
And
don't
most
even.
time,
It's so crazy that you say that, and I love that you say that. But it's like, oh, sex. I don't want to talk about that. Oh, don't you have a husband?
yeah. So let me
Yeah.
say this: in the United States, it is very close-minded when in the states you talk about sex.
Mhm.
That's
Let's
crazy.
be very clear about that. When you
Mm.
go to other countries and you talk about Europe and stuff like that, they're very open about sex.
Hmm.
When you go Brazil, forget about it. You know,
Oh.
you it's totally different. Unless you're part of a religion in Brazil, that is totally different. You
Mm.
go to the beach, you go to the carnival,
Hmm.
you go to a gay club, it's game over.
Well,
Mm.
You know what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
not too many things are as sexualized as they are here in the U.S. I
Yeah.
can only speak for the
Yeah.
U.S. I haven't lived anywhere else, but yeah.
And I'll tell you, even my own family in Dominican Republic, when it's talked about sex, it is, did you do that position? Did you try this? Did you try that? It's very easy to talk about.
I think
Um,
I'm okay with that. Like speaking on a
Really?
general sense, I just don't want to be like, me and Pete did this last night. Like I think, yeah, I don't know.
But
That's nasty.
that's
Yeah.
okay. So you see how you said that's nasty, but we're still talking about sex.
That's weird. Yeah, I know, because I guess
But
for me,
it's
I
like
remove
it
myself, you know.
it's a
Yeah.
different
It's like,
perspective.
yeah, it's
Right.
like
Okay,
what I
so
prefer, not what I did.
so
Right.
You
let's bring
know.
it back a second, right? Everybody looks at porn, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody looks at porn, but sometimes you want to do what that porn is doing.
Of
So
course.
what is the difference from you talking about it? Because at the end of the day, you have the same body parts that that porn person has.
I think the difference is because I'll say, like, for our situation here, I'll be saying something and then you'll be like, "Yeah, that's what we did." Yes, that should be like that. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And for me, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about like me since the beginning of my sexual journey. So,
Right.
yeah, I talk about it in a all general preference sense.
I mean, to me, sex is sex, and there's nothing that nobody has tried. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, everybody has done
Uh,
every single position. I'm not saying.
I
I'm not
was
saying.
gonna say,
Okay, wait. Let
no.
me finish the sentence
Okay.
for you guys to understand what I'm saying. Everybody has done something, and I'm not saying us here. I'm just saying the world in general. You know what I'm saying?
maybe not, but
Everybody has done something that either you can find it online and you'll be like, I'm willing to try that, but I'm not too sure about. You know what I'm saying? So there isn't nothing at this point that nobody has not tried yet. Even
I
sex
think
and space has been tried. I can guarantee you that.
I understand what you mean. Okay.
yeah,
Does that make
So
sense?
I understand where he's coming from, but I also think it sounded different in when he
Yeah,
was
that's why I
yeah.
first
said let me
saying it.
finish. That's why I said let me finish the sentence. Everything has tried from having sex to with a pineapple. You know what I'm saying? To having sex with whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that everybody in the world has tried everything that they can hump. They have humped. Let me say that at this point.
Very true.
So
Oh, yeah.
sex, a lot of people is like a. I'll use the word taboo, but it's
Mm.
not. It you know everybody has tried the same the same thing, same positions. It's just you're younger, you're just discovering. But these old folks, you know what I'm saying? They have tried everything you can think of. Why do you think in the 1200s they had 12 kids instead of now we're having six?
Well, because they usually die right away.
No, they didn't have TV back then. They didn't have iPads to look at, so they were experimenting in that bed.
They
That's
had
how I
nothing else
see
to
it.
do.
Yeah.
There was
There was
nothing else
nothing else
to
to.
occupy their minds.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But hey, you're over here. You're not doing anything. You got a hole. Let's do this.
Uh,
After 6 o'clock, there's no light. What else to do after you eat and you go to bed?
And I'm not
Let's
really
play
sleepy.
tango.
Yeah, and let's that helps me go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's to this day. It either helps people go to sleep or
Hmm.
people wake up in the morning.
Yep.
mhm.
I don't know how you wake up in the morning after that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Yeah,
for men,
that's
I'll,
That's
I'll
just
put it
me.
very simple. For men, a lot of men have a morning wood,
mm-hmm,
right?
Ah,
And
okay.
they ejaculate, and that wakes them up.
mm-hmm.
And then
Oh.
there's a lot of men that they masturbate before they go to sleep, and
Yeah.
that's how they go to sleep. I
Mhm.
have done a lot of research on these two topics. Why this happens, why does that happen? And it's because of serotonin. Serotonin kicks
Mm-hmm.
in into
Serotonin.
different type of ways.
Serotonin.
Mm-hmm.
Serotonin, I'm
Yes.
sorry. It kicks in different type of way. So for some men, it will like make them like wake up and run to the shower and do whatever they need to do. It gives
Mm-hmm.
them that juice. Or at
Mm-hmm.
night, it makes them so relaxed
Mm-hmm.
that
That they go
literally
sleep into deep.
yeah, it goes into deep mode and sleep like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that does happen when it comes to men. I don't know about women though. That's a whole different story.
Right.
So, any of you guys have anything to say?
I'll
Turn on the
just.
vibrator.
What?
Turn on the vibrator before you go to bed, or turn on the vibrator to wake up.
I mean, I have where I'm like, oh, I want to fall asleep. Yeah, I go whip out the vibrator real quick. I mean,
Yeah.
I have to be
Mhm.
careful because depending on my sleep levels, like if I'm already very tired, and let's say I do it, during the daytime and I have like a meeting or something I'm supposed to do, like an errand, I will probably miss that errand. So I've got to be very careful of when I
Wow.
Wait,
go
why?
and do
Because
that.
you will fall asleep?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Wow.
Hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I don't know about y'all. Does like I know for I've heard of guys after they because you have to the semen like the comes and the pee comes out of the same like tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So you got to go and you don't have to, but it's ideal you would go and pee after you know have sex and everything.
Ejaculate. Hmm.
Yeah, and and clear it out. And I think that for women, they do recommend that. So I was like, "Oh, very interesting." So I'm like, "Oh, then now I understand why I need to go and pee after this."
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool.
So
Interesting knowing.
with that, I have done some research on that too,
Yeah,
and it
UTI.
is to clean the canal. So the
Hmm.
system automatically
Yep.
does it, and it's to clean the ejaculation canal. Um,
Why? Why does it need to clean it?
so your cum can is it doesn't get stuck, from what I heard, but
It
it
can.
turns, yeah, it can, and because your tube is so small, it can cause urinary infections later down the
Yeah,
line.
it's UTI,
Hmm.
So
urinary tract
Yep.
UTIs.
infection.
Yep.
the acid from it actually pushes it out and kills it.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that's exactly what it is
Yeah.
from the research I have done.
The sticky coating of the semen
Ejaculation.
is still in that tube.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, when you urinate, it cleans and clears it, like Peter said. Yeah, correct.
Damn. So we've been through a lot on this episode.
I mean, it's good. We're I in a way I'm thinking I'm like that's aftercare. So I'm like if people are not, try to go and pee real
Funny
quick.
thing
Go
behind
clear it
that
out.
is for a guy,
Mhm.
um, I did learn because it does kill your sperm when that happens, if the sperm is not protected, which happens 1% of the time, you can actually, after you pee, you can go and put it in your penis again and have sex again without getting the girl pregnant. So does that make sense?
No.
That sounds like a myth.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I sound
sounds like you want to
I
trap
don't
somebody.
I think that's one
Hmm.
of those, I would rather not fuck around and find out type of situations.
Right. That sounds like
Yeah.
you want to trap
Yeah.
somebody. You telling somebody you want to try it?
Mhm. It sounds like one of those things where, like, kids, like, young teenagers you say, "Yeah, if you have sex under" Imma make up some shit, "Under the
You know
full
what?
moon, it'll be like this, we'll get
Let's bring
pregnant."
a sex doctor. I
We
need
can
to
find
call a
one.
sex doctor, and we need to bring her to the show or bring
Hmm.
him to the show and ask all these beautiful questions like that. You know, we can have the viewers very well informed. And this is 96 in reverse, so it'll
Mhm.
be great to have a sex doctor and they can put their name
Absolutely.
out there too.
I agree
So
with that.
if you guys know any sex doctors that want to be in the show, teams at 96andreverse.com. Or is it team? I can't remember.
Team.
If it bounces out, it's just
Just
put
try
the
the
S.
other one.
Try put the S on it.
No, it's team. It's team.
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 There's our support person. She's like team.
Team, no S.
No
I
S.
check
No way.
everything.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So wait, are we done here, or are we gonna continue talking about stuff?
I
Oh,
think we're done.
yeah, I don't know what else to talk about.
Yeah, I enjoyed this conversation though.
Well,
Very lively.
you know what's funny?
What?
What?
We didn't really talk about our topic.
What was
We
our topic?
didn't? What's an
My first
orgasm from?
orgasm.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so this is are we counting with another person or just like a vibrator as your first orgasm?
For
My first
me,
orgasm.
I could just tell you mine straight up. It was with a vibrator, so
Yeah, I was like mine technically was with a vibrator. It was
I
with
was
Mine was with
19.
soap in the bathroom.
What?
soap in the bathroom?
Yeah,
Oh, you were just
Yeah,
taking
he
a
was
shower and
a
you're like,
teenager.
yeah, it was with soap.
yeah.
I was
Was-
Huh.
washing and whoop. Ooh, what
It was
happened?
like, ooh, huh.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Let's keep
Yeah.
This
going.
feeling.
Ah.
What about you, Cedric?
I mean, we're boys.
So what? Still answering your question.
Well, I guess was
I
it in the
guess
shower?
so.
Was,
Yes,
were
it's
you humping something? You
ew,
know,
no,
like,
no, no, no
like,
humping. No, 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 no. Humping.
no,
She's too classy for humping.
No
no
humping.
humping.
Was it in the shower?
It was the same thing, yeah, shower.
Okay, yeah.
Shower situation. You're like, oh, huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what's
What happened?
weird?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, for me personally, I got into a relationship at 16, had sex at 16, but had my first orgasm at 19. The first time I pleasured myself at 19.
Huh?
Mm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. There's a lot of guys who do not know what to do in bed.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's very
Yeah.
true.
There's a lot of
So
girls too.
Yeah, there's plenty of people in general who don't know what to do.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Option overload. Like, what do I do?
yeah, so one of the things that my mom always taught me, and I said this in another episode, was always make sure that she enjoys herself while she's with you. It's
Yeah,
kind of
your
funny.
partner in general.
Yeah.
And ask them. I mean, you don't have to make it a whole interview, but
Can you
ask them.
imagine?
You're like, what
Did
is
you?
the
Oh
technique?
wait, that number one was it number one or number
This is
five?
this is our pre-sex interview. No, we don't have to do it like that. But like, oh, what do what do you like? What do you prefer?
Right.
Or like
Hmm.
as you're doing it, oh, does this feel good? Or oh, this is not feeling okay. Let's try something else. And stuff like
Communication is key.
Does
yeah.
does
Every
talk
day.
does
Mhm.
talk make you more
Does anyone
horny as
talk
you're having
during sex?
sex?
Who talks? Does anyone talk during sex? I don't really talk.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah. I
I'm
grew up
like,
having to be very stealthy with
you gonna get this.
my
Hmm.
sexual stuff, so I don't really talk
Yes,
much.
yes, yes,
And,
yes,
and is the talking just like yes, or is it like full on narration and
Like,
talking
yes, go
dirty type
daddy,
of
yes,
Depends.
stuff
daddy,
and
go harder, yes,
you know
yes, yes.
yeah further
No,
to
Yes,
the
we're not
saying
left
doing
daddy,
or
that.
stop.
yeah. I don't know. Peter keeps saying this daddy stuff. I'm like, I'm not about this daddy thing.
I
Mm.
just asked because of Cedric because I wonder how he does it.
That's
You know,
interesting. I
the
found her
reason
clip.
the question I asked is because I know how straight men have sex. You know what I'm saying? But
You
you
have
know
outliers,
what
Not
is
everybody does
outlier?
it the same way.
No. So how do straight men have sex? I'm sorry to pivot this conversation, but
Yeah.
how do y'all have sex?
You mean you put it in, you have sex? That's it.
Maybe
No.
some people don't even
That's
want to
not
do
how
penetration, though.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, you
And
use
and
use
some people don't
toys.
just put it in. Some people do the whole shebang, the kissing,
You
the
know, yes.
caressing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's another thing. You know, do you want to role play? Do you want to go into a story? Do you want to use
Hmm.
Or you want to
fruits?
dress up,
Do you
or
want to dress up? Like, what version do you go through? You know what I'm saying? It's just the big question. Like, do you just like I notice nowadays that I think it's because of the time that we're in now, more people are dressing up and stuff like that versus before. You just straight to bed and
maybe they were dressing up and not talking about it.
that's true.
Mm. Yeah,
That
and
door.
social media went out either, so a lot of things was done
Mm.
undercover or
Yes.
unknown.
Hmm.
Yeah, like we mentioned last week, you could have two families and not know.
Yes,
Exactly.
correct.
Yeah.
Two families did not know that shit is
You
ridiculous.
know what's funny? You know what's funny? Like in New York, I lived in New York for so many years, and I think there's haven't been one place in Manhattan that I haven't been to. But
Hmm.
I didn't know about voguing
What's
until I came
voguing?
to Atlanta.
What's
What is
that?
a
Talk about
Vogue?
ballroom
Vogue.
culture. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like,
this is so random, but okay.
okay,
Yeah.
so the reason
Right.
why I say that is because stuff that happens behind closed door. That's what brought me into this topic.
Hmm.
Is
Hmm.
because I have been everywhere in New York, and I have been to clubs where people dress up and they do their like the TV show Pose.
Yeah, love the show.
Yeah, like they do stuff like that. But I didn't know what it was until I came to Atlanta and I watched that TV show. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah, and it originated in your city.
In New York, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's funny though, like you said earlier, things happen behind closed doors
Mm-hmm.
that were back then considered closed door that now is like it's in the public, everybody can see it. It's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, it's everywhere. So that's what I'm going back to is that back in the day so many people were like not showing what they're showing up now. Like example, I just heard about an old man in Grinder that he's getting his thing on. He's getting on because he's on
Oh,
Grinder.
with the
Mm.
femboys.
Yes, with the
Yeah.
femboys. I send
Somebody
it to
With
you.
the
Oh
femboys.
wow.
Yes,
Yeah, some
yes,
guy, he showed his grandpa, a video of, of a femboy and everything, and his grandpa was like, "Oh, she's thick. She looks so good. Like, how do I get in contact with her?" And he's like, "Grandpa, like this is a guy." And like, "Oh, I need to do that. Where can I go to buy one of those? Who can I talk to?" And grandpa was very adamant about meeting the femboys. And now grandpa has a grinder and has spent $7,000 total on different femboys and post pictures and so
yes,
excited,
yes.
I love
I
that.
Yeah.
if did I send it to you, Michelle?
Yeah, you sent it to me. Yep.
Okay,
Did
so when
he?
I find it, I'll send it to you guys like that. You guys can
Please.
see it
Did
I
because
was there
love
anything?
femboys.
It was. Is there anything else that happened?
I mean, grandpa's dating and having sex with a lot of femboys. I mean, that,
Oh.
yeah, but and the interesting way is that he didn't say like the butt or anal or anything, or he called it a cloaca, which is what the term that you use for generally birds. It's the hole that birds have, the vent at the back.
Yeah.
And the grandpa was like, "Can I put it in the cloaca?" And I was like,
Oh.
he's thinking
So
about it like he's thinking
so you
about
think as
chicken.
a birds
Uh-huh.
or
I think
or
it's more
oh my
so.
god, he's an animal pedophile. He might be
I
thinking
don't.
of baby chickens, baby
No, I
chicklets.
don't. I don't
not
think
our
it's that.
chickens.
No, no, no. I don't think it's that. I think it's more of he'd rather pretend it's an
It's a cloaca
animal, a
mm,
cloaca,
instead
rather
of a
than an
human butt. Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever.
Look, there are people who have sex with chickens. I saw this in a Vice documentary
Oh
last
my
night.
god,
Excuse
no.
me.
Okay.
Yeah. They removed it
Michelle.
from YouTube, but there was this kid in Central America. I forgot which country. That's why I said Central America. And he was speaking Spanish. He's like, "Yeah, this is my little chicken here. I like her." And they're like, "How do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I take her and I just go like that." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What? Oh, okay."
Yeah, that I remember that TV the
I showed it to
Vice
you. Yep.
documentary
Yeah.
about this person who was having animal sex
With
um
chickens.
with
I've
chickens.
heard
Bestiality,
horses. I've
guys.
heard a lot of things, but like chickens.
I
What?
don't
It's
get
called
it.
bestiality.
I don't get it, and
Well,
I don't like
Oh,
it, and I
It's
don't care for it.
disgusting.
If
No,
I
it's
can't be with a
disgusting.
grown man, 21 and up, adult status, I don't want
mhm.
it.
did you say my what status?
Adult
Adult
status.
Adult
status.
Adult
status.
status. I understood dog
And even
status. I was
so,
like,
I
what?
prefer people to be more
No.
mentally mature because they could
Yeah.
be like in their 20s or 30s or close to my age and stuff, but
Yeah.
they could be very emotionally
Immature.
immature,
I
and I
love that you
can't
say
do
that.
that. Yeah.
That's why I said 21 and older. I love that you said that because I've met some really nice, cool, relaxed 21-year-olds.
Hmm.
And I've met some foolish 40-year-old men.
Yes.
Hmm.
He said
Very
food.
surprised. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
crazy.
don't date under 25.
I
I
was gonna say, like, I low key, I do judge people. Like, my face can't hide it. So I've had some mutual friends. They're like, "Oh yeah, I was dating this girl and blah blah blah, and that didn't work out because she wanted to do this." And I'm like, "How old is she?" "Oh, she's 21." And I'm like, "Bitch, you born in 89. Okay, like this is you should,
Mm-mm.
like, even if it's
unacceptable.
legal." And they're like, "Oh, but she was very mature. He was mature." I'm like,
Mm-mm.
"No." I'm like, if you can't get people, I'm just gonna say for me, I know love knows no bounds or whatever the hell, but I feel like you should be able to get people within your age range too, or at least give and take some years, whatever you're comfortable with. But some people, like especially older people who have to get barely legal people, it makes me wonder things. And that's only
Mm.
because, I've had a traumatic past. I've been groomed. It's like, why is this late 20s person talking to a teenager?
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's why I'm just like I can't go past 25 and down. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No.
Well,
Wow.
I'm stuck with you, so no looking nowhere.
It just felt so weird because I think like Nate said that. She was the last person talking and Cedric said yeah, and you're like, I'm stuck with you. I was like, okay.
I'm like, I'm not going nowhere.
I was like, but
To,
yes.
to
He's
me, I
literally
think,
down. He's in the basement.
yeah.
That's true.
He's locked
Um,
downstairs in the basement.
Our basement does have a double sided deadbolt going down to
Oh,
the basement.
yeah, it
So
does.
people get freaked the fuck out.
Yes.
They
really?
think
Oh
we're
my
gonna
god, it's
kill
the
them.
funniest shit. So it's funny as shit because when I tell people come to our, like my office is downstairs, and I
Yeah.
tell them to go downstairs, I'll open the door first because it's hard to open because it's a deadbolt.
Mhm.
It doesn't have a handle.
There's no handle. Yeah.
So I open the door and I say, "You can go first." They'll be like,
Oh, they're
"No,
afraid that they're gonna get kicked down the stairs and
you go
stuff.
first." Like, okay, that's not a problem. It's my house.
I'm like,
So
"We're
I'll come
staying."
downstairs first.
I
Well,
never
ladies,
noticed that.
yeah,
Oh.
next time you come, and we're still waiting for Cedric to come. So Cedric,
But
Yes.
Cedric has
eh,
visited us before too, but he just had some
any
detours.
plans of coming up here to do this 96 in reverse soon?
yes,
We should
very
have a mountain
soon.
retreat.
He said very soon.
A mountain retreat.
Or something, beach retreat. We go and all meet somewhere.
We all
and
meet
just-
somewhere. I would
That'd
love
be
that.
cool.
A mountain
Me too.
retreat. Well, my
Yeah.
birthday's coming up soon, guys. Less than a month.
I was gonna
But I
say,
want to
oh.
get there before my birthday weekend.
Mm.
Wait, when is your birthday?
Wait, not on this.
Huh? Oh yeah, not here. Sorry.
Still recording. Whoops.
Yeah, sorry.
I just know
Well,
he's a Taurus. So yeah.
yeah.
I know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how is everybody feeling? Good.
I think it was a
Great.
good conversation. Thank you for
Good,
sharing.
Yeah.
Great.
I
I'm
think
hungry.
I think it's been a great session.
Yes.
Yes.
Listeners, viewers now, thank you for joining us. We hope you continue joining us. We still don't have a sponsor. So
Love
if
honey,
any
please.
I was just thinking
Yes.
about them. Yeah.
so please, if you guys know anybody anywhere who wants to sponsor us, we're more than welcome to talk about you guys. Especially because we are 96 in reverse. Go ahead, Nate. I see
We
you have something
should-
in mind.
Yeah, we should revisit this topic again.
Yeah, you know what? I'm daring you guys.
Which one?
Send an
Sponsoring?
email to one of those and see if they reply back. Then let's just
I'll send
Put our
an
name
email
out
to
there.
honey.
Okay.
yeah,
I agree with that. See what
Yeah.
they say.
yeah, see what
Absolutely.
happens. The worst that can happen, they
Absolutely.
can say no.
We should have a
Right.
wish list, you know?
Yes.
Put a
Oh
wish list
yeah,
on
that
the
would be
website.
cool.
I have
The
one.
wish list.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that. Let's be fun.
Yeah.
You know, we can talk about it when the gift gets here.
Absolutely.
have-
Gosh.
Three
Absolutely.
PO boxes.
Three PO boxes,
Well,
really, Peter?
3
Yeah, three
Yes.
PO boxes. We're in different states, so what?
Yeah.
Send it to one, and then we have to ship it to the other one.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of stupid. Send it to the different locations.
All right.
Well, everybody feeling great then. So let's say our
Yeah.
buys, and
Yep,
then we'll
yep.
go from there.
Okie dokie.
Michelle,
It's been a pleasure. Thank you all.
Nate,
It's been awesome. Thank you.
Cedric,
Everyone, whatever you do, wherever you go out, just take care of yourself and please be safe. Good night.
and like I always say, I never say this. 96 in reverse is over. Bye, viewers.
In reverse.
It is 96 in reverse, and you can have the worst of my drink, and we can switch places. Now we